Inside Portland City Council chambers Thursday, talks around money meant to address homelessness went on for hours.
We are highly motivated on this subject because the public's highly motivated on this subject.
The city is deciding whether or not to continue sending millions of taxpayer dollars to the Joint Office of Homeless Services. That's the city and county-run group that manages money meant for the crisis. However, the county holds most of the power. The city's contract with the group expires in 10 days, and some city commissioners are skeptical of re-signing.
I am still not quite to a yes yet, but I look forward to having conversations with my colleagues.
The contract on the table calls for the city to send the county about $30 million a year for the next 3 years. The problem? Some city commissioners aren't clear on how that money will be spent. In recent weeks, they've raised concerns over the county's spending on tent and tarp distribution for homeless people, while at the same time, the city spends millions removing, arguably, those same tents and tarps.
How, when, and to whom they get distributed matters. And based on that data, and when looking at the availability of shelter beds, is how we build this policy.
Now, another layer to all this sat in the fourth row of council chambers, the plaintiffs on a 2022 lawsuit against the city of Portland, claiming tents block ADA access on public sidewalks. As part of the settlement deal, the city agreed to keep sidewalks clear of homeless camps and limit how often they give out tents and tarps.
Look, we worked really hard to end up with a settlement agreement on behalf of people with disabilities.
The lawyer behind that case argued Thursday that if the city continues to fund the Joint Office of Homeless Services, the city could be in violation of that deal, seeing as the Joint Office provides tents and tarps to homeless people.
The Joint Office is one of the city's contractors, and the settlement agreement expressly provides that neither the city nor its contractors shall be handing out tents and tarps.
About 2 hours into the meeting, things heated up. Mayor Ted Wheeler revealed his motive behind wanting to continue sending city money to the county.
I'd like to make the case.
Please.
And I'm going to be very bottom line oriented, very pragmatic, and probably completely inappropriate. But the way I view it is by making this investment, we get to shape policy and priorities at the Joint Office, and we get access to steering 10 times the amount of funding that we are putting in, especially under the new IGA. So I actually view it as a good investment, provided that we hold the Joint Office accountable and continue to be able to shape their work in a manner that's consistent with our goals here at the City of Portland.
All right, so the bottom line here, in order for the city to keep funding the Joint Office of Homeless Services, they want two main things: to be sure that their money is going toward things that are working, like certain shelter models, such as those tiny home villages. And most commissioners would also like the county to limit their tent and tarp distribution, so they won't be in violation of that previous ADA lawsuit settlement. So a lot of layers here and a lot of voices at the table. Christine?
Yeah, Blair, a lot at play here for sure. So when can we expect a vote?
Well, ultimately, the city commissioners voted to move this to a second reading with a final vote next week. Christine?
Okay, Blair Best live in our newsroom for us here at 5. Thank you so much, Blair.